What's this? What's this do?
I get up.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Alright, da 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 da. Check, check, check. Do we have some audio? Do we have some audio? Alright, we're gonna call that good. Hey, everybody. Oh, got a little bit of a late start. I kind of lost track of the time. Who's on here? Who's on here? I see a Telemachus. I see a Nay. I see a Neil Morgan. I see a Oog. I see a Brian G. I see a DW. Low. If you're on here with us, hit a howdy in there, so we can say howdy back, loud and clear. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, sir. All right, we're gonna have some fun today. I gotta go check on Bessie. We're gonna start officially at a little less than 2 minuto. I shall be back. I'll be back. Pretend there's hold music playing or something, and I'll be back. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to try and put something on over here. Just to try and stop this computer from blacking out. Put on some old-time rock and roll here for y'all. Abba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. Okay. Now we got something going. All right. Well, so we lay the beans and the bug down for lunch or for nap time when we do our Sunday games, and so of course Bessie had fallen asleep as well. She had laid down to help them take their nap, and of course, so she falls off asleep as well. But she's awake now, and she's on her way. Let's take a look at the cameras here. Let's see what we have. So we are doing a live game today, 10:01. So I guess I should say something along the lines of, hello, everybody. This is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and we are playing a live game today. This is a live game of Pulp Alley, the adventure game. Let's see. So check our cameras. That's camera uno, camera dos. Look at the loveliness. Camera tres. Look at that. Look at that overhead shot. Now you can't hardly see it, so this is something I want to point out to Bessie on this shot here. On our overhead shot, I had to kind of either decide if I wanted to kind of add the more of the bottom of the table or more of the top of the table. So where we're starting, sweetheart, up here on turn 1 and probably turn 2, we really don't see much of it. But right here is the truck. Over here are the cars. So we probably won't actually use the overhead shot until we get around the corner a little bit, and then it'll make more sense. But certainly for the first couple turns, the overhead shot isn't particularly cool. Other than I wanted to show you, you know, there's no way it will go perfectly, but I wanted to show you that in a perfect world, this is the way the truck will move, kind of mapped out its movement. So if nothing interferes with it, this is going to be where it ends turn number 1, and it probably will, unless something heinous happens for on the in the solo cards, and it could certainly happen. It'll come around here by turn 2. It's going to be back in the alley and heading down through the alley. It's not really going to be able to build up a lot of speed until, so turn number 3, it's going to end up over here. Turn number 4, turn number 5, turn number 6. So if nothing slows it down, turn number 7, it will touch the blue tape and will be off the table. However, there are things that can go wrong.
What?
Yes, yes indeed, because this is a pulp adventure, and nothing ever goes as planned. So even, oh, will you shuffle these for me, babe? Be sure and get all the good stuff on top. I don't know if I actually want to, I don't know what the good stuff is, actually, because...
No, you said they're on top, it's on top.
Yeah, but what is the good stuff?
I don't know.
I don't know either. We're playing a live game of Pulp Alley today. Pulp Alley is a tabletop adventure game, for those of you that don't know. Written by myself and my beautiful daughter, Mila. Wrote this together well over 10 years ago now. Yeah. We worked really, really hard on this game. We never knew if anybody else was going to play it. Well, you know, so what we were really focused on was making a game that we wanted to play. I had been involved in projects before where I helped other folks design rules, but oftentimes it was for games that I really wasn't that interested in playing. So this time around, I really wanted to just focus on something that we actually wanted to play. And we have been playing it nearly every week, at least once a week for well over 10 years.
At least several days.
Yeah. We spent 3 years playtesting to make sure, you know, and a lot of rewrites and a lot of more playtesting, a lot of rewriting to make sure that the game was playable and fun. And those are the things that we look for when we're looking for a game. So I hope you'll enjoy it as well. Today we're doing a car chase. So give me a 4, babe. So today we have a couple police sedans trying to chase down this truck full of cultists. So normally we would put the protagonists in the truck, and they're trying to make it to the border before the hijackers stop them. Today, the baddies, the antagonists, are in the truck, and our protagonists, the Kennel Klub, are trying to stop them. So we have the return of Roswell and Cotto. Spec is sitting this one out, and we've added in Officer Mickey. Officer Mickey is driving car number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Car number 9 right here. Car number 9. So they're all loaded up in there. So if you have the handy-dandy Pulp Alley vehicle cards, on the card itself, it has a spot there to indicate who actually is the driver. So today, we're going to have Mickey driving this car. We also rolled for our random event, and we got a bonus level 1 character. So we have Dibby Fife, Officer Dibby over here in the dibs. Is in car 21. I'm not too sure car 21 is even going to survive through turn number 1.
The dibs is a fantastic driver.
Okay, all right. We'll see. Let's hope. Let's hope it survives more than turn 1. Let's just get into this. We'll try to explain some of the vehicle rules as we go along. The vehicle rules are not particularly long. They're not particularly... When we were designing the vehicle rules, we didn't want the vehicle rules to dominate the game.
Mm-hmm.
So we took a lot of time to try and make sure they were balanced. So, it's like, well, you don't automatically lose if you don't have a vehicle out there, or that it's necessary, or that it throws the balance off. So it's a lot of fun. Cooter Beans, providing gas for your car chases since 1864. That's the way. Thank you so much for joining today, Marty. Who else is on there? I see Ray. I see a Dennis Cross. Hello, Pulpiteers. I see a Nay. I see a Charlie Stout. Thank you guys so much. So, just a quick reminder, we are planning to be in Albuquerque, New Mexico through the weekend of October 17th through the 20th. The 20th will probably just be breakfast, and then we're going to take off onto the road. So really, it's going to be 3 days of gaming from the 17th, 18th, and 19th. And Albuquerque, New Mexico, at a place called Slice and Dice. It's a pizzeria and gaming establishment. So that's going to be a lot of fun. For anybody in the New Mexico, Albuquerque, Tri-County area, try to join us, make plans to join us October 17th through the 19th at the very least. Join us for Pulpalooza 2024.
Did you not remember the year?
Yeah, I forgot. Sometimes I forget. The Earth calendar really confuses me. And let's get started. So one of the big things about playing solo, and we are playing this scenario solo. So we are using the solo deck. So a big part of deciding. Now, if you're new to the game, if you're new to playing solo, Pulp Alley is a game that encourages players to make decisions. We don't want everything to just be a dice roll. To me, that's not fun. There are games out there that's how you play. You just roll dice, and whatever you roll, that tells you what happens. I'm not a fan of those games. This doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them or that you should dislike them. I'm just saying that for me, I'd like a game where players make decisions. So as we start off turn number 1 here, what we have to decide is who's going to go first. And for this decision, you're supposed to put your thinking cap on and make the decision that is worse for your side that you're playing. The player league in this scenario will be our police officers, and the baddies are the cultists. So in this situation where I know that basically I'm going to have to try to board this truck, we're going to let the baddies go first, because that puts me, the chasers, in a bad situation where they're going to then have to try to catch up. So it just makes more sense to make the game harder for my league that I'm going to let those guys go first. So most of the time, when you put on what's going to be harder for the player league, you want to pick those decisions, except when you're actually playing your characters. When you're playing your characters, play them as if they're your characters. But through most of it, you want to present challenges for your league. If you just want your good guys to win all the time, I could go, well, I'll just stop the truck here, and all my guys will jump out of the truck and leave, right? You could do that. Just like when you're playing solitaire with a deck of cards. If you want to just cheat, nobody's watching, nobody cares. Just cheat. But if you want to have a good time, and if you want to have a challenge and an adventure, then think about that as you're playing through. So we're going to activate the baddies first.
Okay.
And when you're playing solo, you activate all of one league first, and then you activate the other league. Unlike a normal Pulp Alley where it can bounce back and forth. Once you make that decision, though, be aware that that's not always the way it goes. Once you've made that decision, be aware that the cards can change that. So we've decided to make the cultists activate first. Now I have to decide who I want to activate. And that's also an important decision. Don't think that doesn't matter. Now I have to decide which one of my characters I'm going to activate. And in this situation, what I want to make sure is that I don't threaten my vehicle, my chances of going forward. So I don't want to activate my driver because I don't want anything bad to happen there. If something bad is drawn, I think my leader probably has the best chance of dealing with it. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the leader of the cultists first, and he is in the passenger seat of the truck. So we're going to draw a solo card and have to apply the results. It says missing clue, roll for the challenge below. So we look at the bottom of the card, and it says 2 successes with finesse or cunning, and he has 3 die 10 in both of those. So I'm going to roll 3 die 10, and what I have to do here is get 2 of these dice have to be a 4 or better. So let's just roll that real quick. 2 of them are a 4 or better, and that means there are 2 results there. If I pass the challenge, this character gains a +1 bonus when rolling for any plot point. Attach until end of scenario. Fail, the character cannot run. So it's important to remember that the pass part, the attach, is part of the pass. This card does not just automatically attach when it's drawn. It only attaches if you pass the challenge. If you fail the challenge, then the card does not attach. It simply goes to the discard pile. So I'm going to attach this to my leader, and that's really, really freaking handy having that. Okay, so the next, I'm going to go ahead and continue his activation now.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to go ahead and continue his activation, and now I'm going to look over his abilities and stuff there. I'm not going to move my character. I think it's also important to remember that when you have characters loaded up in a vehicle, the only seat that is really matters is the driver's seat, most of the time. So it's assumed that the characters are moving around the vehicle and are not just in one stationary spot the whole time, except really for the driver. The driver's spot is
I think he's buckled in,
important.
ready to go.
No, he's moving. So what he's going to do is he's going to use his Cursed Presence ability, and he's going to, as an action, target one enemy to encounter a peril played from your hand. But what? I don't have a hand of cards.
But wait.
How could I possibly play that ability? Because you can use attached cards as if they were in your hand. So now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to burn this card as a peril, and I'm going to point the dirty finger at. I'm gonna go ahead and make old Officer Mickey here take that peril.
Okay.
So Officer Mickey,
2
so
with
that
finesse or
peril,
cunning?
2 with finesse or cunning, and he has 3 die 8 in those.
Yep.
He also has the Daredevil ability. So once per turn, I can use that Daredevil ability. I think I need to go ahead and use it now.
Yeah, maybe.
I think I need to go ahead and use it now. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Daredevil ability and take that extra dice. I need to get 2 of these. Got it. So nothing happened there. So for a moment there, Officer Mickey he feels like he's starting to choke a little bit.
I think he'll sneeze.
And he sneezes. Yeah. And he goes, "Okay, I'm all better now." It's also worth mentioning that when you're playing this scenario that the vehicles count as moving on the first turn, so they are not stationary, and that's a rule in the Pulp Alley rules that matters. A stationary vehicle is treated a little bit differently than a moving vehicle. So the leader is activated. He threw his dirty finger. He tried to choke out Mickey with his evil magic curse. So now I have to activate another character, and I think it's going to be this fella here with the shotgun. I think I'm going to activate him next, and that is my level 1 character. Yep, that's my level 1 character. I'm going to switch their spots a little bit so I can help keep track of that. I'm going to activate that fella that's right at the back of the truck there. That's my level 1 character. That's Barclay. The action, the solo card that he draws is called Sprint. This character may run an extra +3 inches. Attach until the effect is used. So I'm going to attach that to Barclay, and that's good. The next thing he's going to do is shoot.
Who's he shooting at? Don't you dent my car.
I'm actually a little bit worried here. I think I'm going to shoot at... I'm going to throw some shots into the big car. I'm going to throw some shots into car number 9 here and see what kind of damage I can do. I'm close enough here. I don't think I'm within 6 inches, though. I'm not within 6 inches. So I'm going to go for passengers. So when you shoot at a vehicle, you have to choose whether or not you're trying to damage the vehicle or if you're trying to damage the passengers. I'm going to go against the passengers. However, you have to randomly determine who then becomes the target. So Mickey will be 1, 2, Kato is 3, 4, Roswell is 5, 6, 1, 2. It's a shot on Mickey! A shot on Mickey. Now the challenge here is, does Mickey try to dodge this or does he try to shoot back? Oh man, we can't afford to get Mickey hurt here.
No.
So Mickey's going to try to dodge. This could be the end. This could wipe out
With
the
only
car.
2?
Yeah.
Oh. I
Yeah.
thought he doesn't. Oh, that's right. You put everything on the big ones.
On his action
Yeah.
skills. He only has 2 dice in dodge. So here are the shots on Mickey. A 5 and a 6.
God.
This could be it. This could be it. Mickey dodges it both with double 6s, boys and girls. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So he is not hit. Oh, that was too close. That was too close. All right. So the next thing that happens, that was the second character that activated. I'm going to activate Dizzy, who is the fellow with the pistol, right here also at the back, and the Storm. Instead of drawing a solo card for the first 3 characters, now I have to draw a solo card for all of the characters when they activate. So that's going to remain in play for the rest of the turn.
That's not great.
It's not. It's not. Because that could cause a lot of havoc. He's going to continue his activation by doing the exact same thing. He's going to continue his activation by shooting at car number 9. He has 2...
Who's he shooting at?
He's shooting at passengers.
Don't we have to decide who?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So we're going to roll randomly to see who he's hitting. Same roll. 1, 2 is Mickey. Okay, that's Roswell this time. So 2 shots on Roz. Roz will have to dodge. 5 and a 4. Going to have to dodge both of those. Roz only has 3 die 10. 4 die 10. In dodge. And
Who got it?
she dodges it. Okay. All right. So that's the first 3 characters, but now everybody's going to get a solo card. See, I was trying to burn off my solo cards to
protect your driver.
To protect my driver. Now I'm going to have to continue activating them. I guess we'll just go. So the 3 characters that have not activated are Torpedo Jones, Nick, and Skokie, the driver. I guess I'm going to go ahead and activate the sidekick. So this is the driver of the vehicle right now.
Stand firm.
Stand firm. Roll for the challenge below.
2 with Miter Finesse.
So 2 with Miter Finesse. He has 3 die 8 in Finesse. He needs 2 of these. And he got it. So that becomes an attached card. I'm going to lose track of who those are attached to. Help me try to remember. He's got to stand firm. He will now continue his activation. Now, when the driver activates, as long as he doesn't actually move, he can move the vehicle. So that's what's going to happen. The first thing that happens is the cruise move. So it's going to move up to 8 inches straight forward. A cruise move is kind of your free move. It doesn't cost you anything. But obviously you don't want to run into things as you're going down through there. So he'll end up about right there. And then he'll do his maneuver move and turn towards this way. So another 4-inch move will put him basically on the orange dot there. And you can kind of imagine, whatever path you want to do there, but you can imagine that, the truck is kind of pulling out wide to make that curve or something like that. And now they've come down through here, and now they find out that the road is blocked off, and they're going to have to try and cut down through the alley. Look out, cabbage cart.
No, my cabbage cart.
My cabbages. Okay, so now I have to continue activating that side.
Yep.
Oh, I should have done torpedo before I moved. Oh well, it'll still work out fine. So I'm gonna activate Nick next.
Okay. Next card is decoy.
Okay, roll for the challenge below. He cannot pass it. So that means the failure result is that the character cannot run during this activation.
Okay, so moot.
Yep.
Ready for torpedo?
And then torpedo.
Sprint.
Okay, so that'll attach to torpedo. And now torpedo, what he's going to do is he's going to place a burst out here. He can put it 12 inches away. And what happened to my burst?
Did you put it back?
Probably not, but I think you carried it off.
Why would I carry it off?
Well, that's what I'm asking myself. Why would you sabotage?
I think you put it back.
Does it seem likely?
That seems exactly likely.
So he's going to place a burst out here. Now, what that kind of represents is that that's the area that he is pointing towards. It doesn't mean that he's simply standing there and pouring shots into this area, but it simply means that that's the area that he's kind of aiming. And if somebody moves through that area, then they're going to have to deal with the fact that he's ready to shoot, which is what's going to happen now. So we're going to go ahead and activate our characters individually. I'm going to have to draw a solo card for every single one of them. I guess we should go ahead and get Mickey out of the way. Watch your back. Why are you doing that? Poor Mickey. So he has 3 die 8 in those, so he's got to get at least 1 success. Here's another peril.
Got it.
Got it, and it goes away. All right, so now Mickey can continue his activation. So the first thing he gets to do is his cruise move, and he's going to hit that perilous area.
We had a question from Oog.
Okay.
Would the sprint card be able to be used for the driver?
No.
Okay.
So he gets his free 8-inch move. That's going to put it...
Isn't he card 9?
Oh, am I doing the wrong one?
Yeah,
Thank you for
flipped him.
keeping track, babe. So car 9, that's going to put him into here. And that means he's going to have to roll a control check. So basically just a peril. 1 with might, finesse, or cunning. So he's got to get 1 success here. He's already used his daredevil this turn. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, so he fails it, and that means the vehicle is going to take hits equal to the roll there, equal to the challenge, which was 1. The vehicle is not damaged. I should have rolled a bigger dice. I'm not going to re-roll. Car 9 has a little bit better reliability.
That's right.
So it has
D10.
D10 reliability. But it is going to spin. Okay, well, that's not too bad. So it's going to end up a little bit more like this, and that's going to... Oh, I don't want to move that yet. And that's going to end his activation. So he will not get his maneuver because he fails that there. And he slams on the brakes as, the machine gun fire from the Thompson SMG comes over here, riddling the car. He wasn't He wasn't ready for that, and he panics. So we're going to have to go ahead and activate the rest of the characters. I don't think there's a reason not to go ahead and activate Roz and Kato
Who
here.
you want to do first?
So let's do Roz.
When it counts.
When it counts.
Gets a little bit of a bonus to some stuff. So that's nice.
Yeah. We're going to attach that to Roz.
Mm-hmm. And then next is Kato.
Uh-huh.
Got a surprise twist.
Okay, this side's activation ends immediately. That's going to burn Kato's activation. It couldn't have come at a better time, really, for that.
Yeah.
So what that does is that side's activation ends, and then you have to start activating the other side. Unfortunately, they don't have any ready characters, or I guess fortunately, they don't have any ready characters, so then it will immediately switch back to the protagonist side.
And since Kato wasn't going to be doing anything anyway.
Yeah, she just ends her activation.
Yeah. Next we have Dibs.
Car 21. I don't know what to do with car 21 here. Do I try and drive through that, or do I...
Yeah. Yeah?
We're just going to lose car 21 if I go through there.
Well, okay, maybe just move up and don't go through it.
You think?
Well, you
Take
got to
it
get...
slow?
Yeah, you got to get a little bit of space.
We're going to have to draw a card for him regardless.
Move along.
There we go. So, it does nothing. Sometimes it's nice to draw a card that does absolutely nothing.
I mean, he's going to be throwing that burst out anyway.
I know.
So if you can get yours. Otherwise, what use is he going to be if he's all the way down at the back end?
Well, I know we're going to have to drive him, and the choice is whether or not we're going to try and get through the machine gun fire.
Well, I'm saying Torpedo's going to be throwing it every time.
Okay, right. But do we want to lose our car now or later?
Well, just move up to the edge of it. Or now. You're the
one. Yeah, I think I'd like to try and keep him in the game a little bit longer. So I'm going to just move him up to the edge. And that will end his activation.
And that's the end of the turn. Yes?
He could shoot.
Oh, that's right.
He only has one dice in shooting.
I would say maybe not.
He only has one dice in shooting. He only has one dice. When is he ever going to get another chance to shoot?
I know, but he's opening himself up to return fire.
He is, right. He is.
So I would say no.
So you have a choice there. He does his cruise move. That's a free move. I could either try and continue and maneuver the vehicle, which is pushing it forward, trying to give it all it's got, or I can lean out the window and take a shot at the enemy truck.
With a slingshot?
Uh-huh, yeah. A size 3 vehicle is really hard to stop.
Mm-hmm.
If we had either big guns or big characters, sort of stuff, if we were rolling lots of dice, in other words, you could stop a big truck.
We don't have that technology.
We do not. We have little guys with little guns, and they're gonna, right? You can say, well, can I shoot out the tires? Well, sure, you can shoot at the tires, but that doesn't mean it's got plenty of tires to run on. You think it's taking too big of a risk?
Yeah, they're gonna shoot back.
You're right. Okay. So he will not shoot, and we'll just try and keep him in the game.
Okay.
Too bad he wasn't in a better position. I'd have tried to take him up on the sidewalk or something there. So that's going to end the turn. Well, that was a rough turn for the good guys.
It really was.
I knew that that Thompson was going to just play havoc. This is an 8-turn scenario. That Thompson is just going to cause all kinds of havoc for the police
we
cars.
don't have any recoveries.
They are outgunned, boys and girls. They are outgunned. So we're starting turn number 2. Again, I have to decide which side is going to move first. The burst is gone.
Let us go. That doesn't make it as hard, though, does it?
Yeah. I think I might have been wrong about the burst. I think it may have gone away as soon as the first vehicle moved in there. Right? I don't think it stays in play. I think once the burst, once it was, let's look up burst rules real quick.
Let's look them up.
Right? Am I right about that? Let's see if we can find bursts.
71.
71. So what we're dealing with here is basically like an Overwatch sort of situation where you're just placing it on the table. Resolving a burst. Hold fire. If no characters are remains in play, the area, mark the area to defend. The first character that causes the kind of...
Then the template
is removed. So he could have continued moving. Well, let's
Okay.
do that.
All right.
Let's do that. So I'm gonna back him up. I don't want to cheat there. We try really hard to play by the rules, and I know that we don't always. So that's where he would have started, 6 inches from the edge. So he would have got his 8-inch cruise, and then he would get another 8-inch move after that, just adding to his maneuver. Did he get... No, okay.
Okay.
Now, from there, I think that puts us kind of in the same situation where he does have short range. He could get 2 dice to shoot at the truck now. Yeah, but then he would still be outgunned. I think Dibby would still be outgunned, so I think playing it safe for him, just trying to keep him as maybe a blocker or just a problem for the enemy. Either way. So as we start turn number 2, now again, we're going to decide that based on the situation that we're in, I think it's more disadvantageous to let the cultists go first. Normally, I think when you're playing solo, you normally want to try and activate the baddies first. It's not always the case, and the more you play, you'll find out that it's not always a bad thing to go last. But in this case, I think it's better for the cultists to let them go first. So here we go. So they're gonna do. I don't know. I'm gonna try the same tactic again, and I think I'm going to start off with activating the leader first.
All right, make it count.
Make it count. This character gains a +1 bonus to brawl, shoot, or dodge. Hold on to that one, I think. All right, now, the next thing he's going to do is I'm going to look at my hand of cards. Now, remember, attached cards are considered to be in your hand. So I can use any of the cards that are currently attached. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. I'm going to go ahead and burn off Barclay's sprint card, and I'm going to try and choke out Mickey again. So Mickey is the driver of car number 9 here. I'm going to throw that peril at Mickey.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. No.
Oh, is this that one?
It's this card.
Oops. Okay.
Yep. So Mickey's going to have to roll 2 successes with Cunning or Might, and again, he's got that Daredevil, so he can get a bonus in there. So I guess we're going to go ahead and do it. And he does not get it. And he's going to have to roll a 2-dice health check. And he fails that as well. Mickey is injured. Bessie, what happens when the driver of a vehicle is injured?
Is that a control check?
It's a control check. Poor Mickey.
Why are you being mean to him?
I don't know. It's so bad. It's so bad.
I don't
know. Did you take your coffee? Did you not have any coffee today?
No.
Okay. So He's going to have to take a control check. This wasn't the control check, was it?
No.
1 with finesse. He's down to D6s. And he got it.
Phew.
All right. So he doesn't wipe out. It also occurred during the Scorpion's turn, so he's okay. He'll still get his activation, but he is injured now. That's bad. The next character I'm going to activate will be Nick. So he'll get a card. Move along. Next character I'm going to activate.
Oh, he can still do something, right? Or is he not going to?
He's not going to do anything.
Okay.
So he'll end his activation just voluntarily there. Then Barclay will activate here at the back.
Oh, no, you're right.
Watchful Eye. Okay, so he has to roll for the challenge below. He cannot pass it. We'll go straight to the failure portion of the card. The character cannot move during his activation. He is not moving, so he will just stand there and shoot his shotgun into the police car. So let's go ahead and try and damage. Nah, we're going to aim for the passengers. So there's only one passenger in there, so that means that it will automatically be trying to target Dibby. And Barclay has 3 dice 6 to shoot at Dibby. Gosh, does he try to dodge with 1 dice, or is he going to shoot back with 2 dice? What do you think, babe? What do you guys think out there? Should Dibby try to dodge or shoot back? Right? And it's in these decisions where you have to decide what's my goal. Right? Right? Because a lot of people will look at that and go, I got 2 dice of shooting and I got 1 dice to dodge. Well, I might as well shoot then. But is that actually achieving your goal? Are we just trying to cause damage? And maybe it is. Maybe we do need to take Dibby down. I'm sorry. Maybe we do need to take Barclay down. If we can take down one of the cultists, that means less shots coming at us. So, but we're definitely putting ourselves at risk here. I guess we're gonna go for it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Officer Fife is gonna throw 2 dice back at
his whole body's
Barclay.
a weapon, okay, pal?
His whole body's a weapon. Here is the 3 dice from Barclay. 2 successes.
Boy.
Here are the 2 dice from Officer Fife. He got 1 success. Now, these are not non-player characters. I'm playing them as an enemy league, so can make decisions for them. In this situation, we're just going to go for blood. We're going to go for as much blood as we could possibly spill across the streets of Vice Alley. So he's going to go ahead and deliver those 2 hits to Fife, and Barclay will have to roll a 1 dice health check. Let's see if Barclay can pass it. He does, and he is not injured.
Oh, wait, no, boo!
Cheering for Barclay. So here is for Fife. Double ones means Fife is removed from play. The vehicle will immediately move 8 inches forward. 8 inches forward.
Well, maybe he'll.
So Barclay is Officer Fife is gone. Officer Fife was taken out of the game. Officer Fife is only level 1, so when he failed his health check, he is removed from play.
You're laughing an awful lot.
So, car 21 will now go forward and smash into the truck.
Yes.
It'll also spin to a random direction. I should have done that as well. So it'll come up and kind of spin into it like that. What happens now is that the driver of both of those vehicles is going to have to roll a control check. Obviously, Fife can't, so that police car will automatically fail and will take 3 hits, by the way, for running into the vehicle. Skokie, who is the driver of the cargo truck, will have to make a control check when that police car comes slamming into him. And he's going to have to roll 2 successes with might or finesse. He's got 3 die 8. 4-8 in
What?
cunning. 4-8 in cunning, so all he has to do is get 2 of these.
Dang.
And he does. So he carefully he keeps control of the vehicle as the police car slams into him, and he's able to avoid
I think he just
taking
kind of
any
like rolls
extra
forward
damage.
and goes
Boop.
the car gets its
car
3
takes
hits?
3 hits. That means, yeah, so we have to draw for, all we're looking for is flame. It is not a flame icon. If a vehicle takes 1 or more hits, then there's a chance of you have to check what location for the basic rules, the only thing you're looking for is whether or not there's a flame down here. So, it doesn't take critical damage, just normal damage, so it's going to have to roll a 3 dice, reliability check. It's not really that big a deal, but the sedan was damaged and it's down to a
D6.
D6.
Reliability or health, or
yeah,
however you want to look at
reliability. So the sedan was damaged, but it does come to a stop there. Oh my gosh.
So have you done?
So I've done
Nick?
3 characters.
Yeah.
I've done 3 characters. So now I have to continue the rest of them. And that's going to be, we're going to go ahead and go to our SMG now. Our Tommy gun is going to fire down here and drop a Bam Bam on, I'm pretty sure that's within 12 inches. Yeah, okay. So he's going to fire down here and spray this other police car with SMG fire. So Mickey will have to take another...
Wipe his bite. Oh, and he's hurt too. Down to
and he
D6s.
is injured.
Oh my god.
And he fails that as well. That means the car takes 1 hit. We'll have to draw for a... see if it gets a flame. It did not. And it'll have to make a it'll have to make a reliability check, and I need to remember it's not a D8, it's a D10.
Oh, poop.
But it is going to spin again. All right. Doesn't really lose any ground there, just kind of spins off this way a little bit. So not getting bad rolls on our spinning though.
Then do your...
Got to finish the rest of them off.
Yep.
Next will be whoever this cultist
Giblets?
is. Yeah, Dizzy.
Oh, Dizzy.
Dizzy will be firing off at the car. He's just going to take a wild shot over there. He's throwing 2 dice at the car. He'll be shooting at the passengers. Here is his shooting. He only got 1. I should have rolled for who it was. Same deal. That is Kato. Kato got 1. We'll have to try and dodge 1 hit here. Kato has 4-8 in dodge, and dodges it.
Woohoo! All right, your driver.
Is that everybody over there?
Everybody but your driver.
Everybody but the driver. Okay, so now the driver is going to activate. We don't have any difficult terrain or hazardous terrain for the vehicle, so we're not counting any of this kind of stuff. Is just cosmetic stuff. So he takes off, drives off through this area here, and then he does his 4-inch maneuver move, and he ends up back over this way.
I think it's gonna jump that curb.
Yeah. So not getting a long ways ahead, but they keep slowing down the other side, and that's kind of paying off for them. So look what has happened here with all the firepower that they have coming out of that truck. It has taken 1 police car out of action already.
Yep. And
the other car is damaged. So they won't be drawing any cards. So an 8-inch cruise.
So you're activating Mickey?
Yeah, activating Mickey, and then an 8-inch maneuver.
But for those playing along at home, he gets a longer maneuver because he's not lumbering, correct?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, correct. So we're going to kind of push all of this stuff out of the way.
After the big truck went through,
After the big truck went through there
they shifted slightly.
And pushed everything out of the way. So they're really struggling, though. They are really, really struggling to keep up with that truck. It is pulling ahead. And poor Mickey. Mickey's going to have to roll a recovery check.
Yep.
We got to get him back in the game. No. Oh, man. This is so bad. This is so bad.
I feel like Kato's going to have to jump in the seat and start.
Kato's going to have to start driving?
Yeah.
It's certainly possible that if the sedan was taken out, that Kato and Roswell could get out of the truck and try to chase it down on foot. They are because
they can move 16, right?
Yeah, they are fast, so they could actually catch the truck. Whew, I don't know. It's going really, really bad. As we go.
All right, pulling a bullet.
Yeah. Turn number 3.
Who are you activating?
So we're going to do the same thing we've been doing. So we're going to activate the Scorpion. Is going to activate first in the truck.
Okay, his solo card is... Roll for the challenge below. Roll 2 successes with cunning or might.
Wants to focus on that car. There it is. I think that's got it.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Let's see if he could get furious. 3 die 10 in those.
Oh.
Cunning 3 die 10. And he got it. So that will attach.
Mm-hmm.
Might just burn it. No, I got better things to burn.
Oh, yeah, your dirty finger.
So he will now continue his activation. He'll burn whoever was holding on to that sprint card. Oh, this could be the end of Mickey right here. This could be the end of Mickey.
This is going to go bad.
So throws the choke on Mickey again. Mickey only has 3 die 6. He'll use his Daredevil ability here.
Nope.
And he fails it. Oh, man.
Takes 2 hits.
Takes 2 hits.
Mickey!
Is not injured, but I think he has to take a control check again. Do I have to take a control check when I'm... Only if I fail the health check do I have to roll a control check.
Awesome.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Next, we're going to activate Nick.
All right.
So
his
he'll get a solo card.
Watch your head.
Also, I want to point out that we are only using the basic solo deck. And I do it during our live games. I only use the basic deck, so it does not include the 2 expansion packs.
Mm-hmm.
I do that just to make sure you guys see that you don't have to buy all 3 of them when you play.
But they're fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when I'm not recording, I will definitely use all 3 of them because it gives me a lot more stuff in there, and I think it's a lot more fun that way. But you can easily just play with that. Also remind you that the solo deck is available to download for free. So if you want to look at what the cards are, you can go over to our store. There's multiple places on the interwebs where you can just download the solo deck for free. Hey, while we're talking about it right now, everybody take a moment right now and go up and hit that like button for us. That's important.
Yeah.
We need more likes to have any chance of the police officers, the Kennel Klub actually surviving this. It's looking really, really, really bad. It's looking really bad.
Go ahead and giggle. Go ahead and giggle again.
This could be the end of the Kennel Klub. They may not make it through this turn.
All right, he gets apparel.
Who does?
Nick. I think that's who you activated. That was a solo card.
Oh, okay. Nick, what kind of dodge does Nicky have? Nick has 2 die 6 to dodge. He'll try to dodge that peril.
No.
He dodged it. That will end his activation.
Last one. Barclay?
Yeah, Barclay. Held in place. Cannot move, and it's an attach. But it's only an attach until the end of the turn. I won't have anything else to use that on, so I'm going to go ahead and discard it.
Okay.
Barclay will shoot at.
Mickey.
Yeah, he'll shoot at the car. He'll shoot at the car. So we'll have to see who becomes the target of it. It is, in fact, Mickey. Oh, my God. 2 dice at Mickey. Mickey will have to get a dice in there of health, and he survives it.
Woo!
Oh, my gosh. We'll continue activating. Now we'll go to Dizzy. Dizzy will also shoot at the car. We'll see who the passengers. It'll be Roswell. 2 dice at Roswell. Roswell will have to dodge 1 hit with 4 die 10. Dodges it.
Doing your torpedo.
Tommy gun.
Yep.
Tommy gun, right? That's all that's left.
Mm-hmm.
So Tommy
Engine
gun
driver.
will drop a burst on the car, and Mickey will have to roll a control check. He has to get 1 with finesse. Have I used his
Yes.
Daredevil? Okay.
I think, yes.
Okay. Well, he got it. So actually did not get blowed up that turn. Holy crap. And then the truck will move. The only thing I didn't do the driver yet, did I?
Correct.
Okay. So the driver will now take off. I think I'm actually off course a little bit here. So for my 8-inch move, I'm actually going to come up a little bit short and just do 7 because I'm in a tighter spot than I thought I was. And then a 4-inch move towards that orange dot will get me about right there.
All right.
All right. Oh, man. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
You're so fine, you blow my mind.
Hey, Mickey!
Hey,
Mickey! Oh, my gosh.
I'm glad you did that because I've been wanting to do that.
I know.
As soon as he said Mickey, I've been dying.
8-inch move. Cruise move. So there's no turning for this. Yeah, give me an overhead. So there's no, we're over here. So 8-inch move puts him up to here. And then from there, we can do a 8-inch maneuver. And then we're going to put basically the front of the vehicle right there. And Mickey puts the pedal down, and he is coming up.
That's
so
nice.
The big thing about, finishing up your maneuver move is to make sure you're aiming at where you want to go, right? So when
Can we shift that camera just a hair? It's focusing on that front car. Okay. There we go.
Let's see if I'm hooked somewhere. So there's Mickey coming around the corner there. Oh, that might be a good spot.
Yeah, that lumbering.
Definitely slows the truck down
On those tight
curves. Yeah. And
Which
that's what.
Yeah.
Very, very realistic, I guess, in a way, without having to do silly little turn templates and goofy stuff like that.
Well, Mickey's just a fantastic driver.
Yeah. So Mickey's coming around the corner there and catching up now. He's got to make a recovery check.
What are the pups going to do?
Nothing. I could have them jump out, but I am within 2 inches. Oh, I am.
Yeah, I thought you were.
I am. Yeah. Okay. Well, I might not get another chance. I need to get him on there, don't I?
Yeah. I mean, otherwise it's going to be at the other turn, but now's your shot.
Yeah. He's caught up enough there. He's within that 2-inch range now for the pups to jump from one vehicle to the other. So now the choice here really is about who do I want to send first. Do I send Kato first or do I send Roswell first? Let's see. Kato. I think it's going to basically end up with the same results either way. So I guess we'll try to send.
Kato onto the leader? Oh, no, we don't get to pick.
Yeah.
Remember that, kids.
Yeah. It's very important the way this sequence is. kind of plays out. And when we were designing the vehicle rules, we went back and watched a lot of old movies. We went back and watched a lot of old pulp movies. We're almost always playing in the background. We watched a lot of Indiana Jones movies. We watched a lot of old adventure movies. You know, we wanted to make sure that what happened in those movies you could do in Pulp Alley. So the sequence of events is intended to kind of represent how those action adventure movies treat this sort of stuff. When you're jumping off of a horse onto a moving vehicle, what's going to happen there? Or off onto a train, right? Like, we want that sort of thing to happen in Pulp Alley. So if, let's say that you were, riding a horse along and you were trying to catch up to a truck that was getting away with a crate of maybe some sort of arc of some sort, you wanted
Just
to
pulled that out of your...
Yeah, I just made that up just now, just like that. You want to be able to how does that happen when you jump on the truck? Then what happens? So this is the way it plays out. First, it's perilous. Jumping off of the moving vehicle onto a moving vehicle is perilous. It's not two perils. It's simply a perilous thing to do. So we will have to draw a peril, and this is for Kato.
Kato, okay.
Kato.
One with finesse or cunning.
One with finesse or cunning.
Not great. 2d6 in both.
2d6 in both of those. Mickey has the aid ability.
Yeah.
Mickey has the aid ability, so he can give one of his friends a bonus for the first for a challenge, and this is a challenge. So, what do you say we go ahead and use the aid here?
I think so.
We don't want to blow this.
Whew.
And she makes it. So pay attention here, because this is really cool the way this plays out. So we can either set Kato up on the vehicle. There's also room on the character card, and these red circles are intended to be there to represent characters that are hanging on. And that's technically what Kato is doing. But because we have plenty of room, because we use a nice sized truck here, we got plenty of room to put Kato on the vehicle. So we're going to slide her right in the back of the vehicle here.
All right.
Now, what happens next, Bessie? Now the cultists have to pick one of their characters. They can pick any of their characters and say that is the character that Kato runs into. In other words, it's not random. It's a decision. Remember, Pulp Alley is a game about making decisions. It would have been very easy to go, just randomly roll to find out what happens. But we want players to actually decide this sort of stuff. So now, the cultists, who do they have ready to catch a dog when it comes flying up there? So Kato leaps out the window, leaps into the truck. Is it going to be Nick, or do we do the leader?
Gotta take that dog down.
If Kato's coming, boy, this is tough, because if we put Nick on Kato, Nick has 3 dice, but Kato is
5d8.
5 freaking d8.
Coming at your face. Squeaky toy.
We don't
need that.
Oh, man. Well, we're in the same situation if we put the leader. If we put the leader on Kato, then Nick will have to take Roswell. But Roswell's not on here yet, but we know Roswell's coming.
She's coming, but she's not guaranteed.
Okay, so do we play it that way and we put the leader on Kato? Because what happens here, and you have to think through the sequence of events. If Kato puts down her target, then she gets to pick who the next enemy is that she engages.
Yeah.
And who is she going to engage? The driver. She will engage
Squeaky
the
toy.
driver. Squeaky toy. Arr. So we have to, right? Think about these things when you're playing. Pulp Alley is a chess game sometimes. So you don't want to just think about this move. Well, I'll just put, Nick on her. Well, if you lose Nick, Kato's going to be face to claw with
tearing the stuffings out.
Tearing the stuffings out of the driver. So I think we put the leader on Kato, and then hope that somehow Roswell doesn't make it onto the truck. Because if Roswell makes it on, then we're in a lot of trouble.
Yep.
But she's not on there yet. That could be a really bad decision.
All right, let's see.
All right, let's just go with it. So what we're going to do here is the leader, as he sees the police car come screaming around the corner, he clambers out of the passenger seat there, and he is ready for what's coming. And he moves back to take on the interloper. So Kato leaps on board, and he's there to meet her. So now we have to do that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Kato is rolling 5d8. The Scorpion only has 3 die 10 in Brawl. I think we'll go for that, though.
I think so.
I think we'll go for it. 5d8 coming from Kato. She only gets 2 successes.
8 and a 5.
Look at that. That's
6
not
and a 5.
good. That's okay. Let's go ahead and cheat a little bit.
Well, there was
and
an 8 over here.
the Scorpion gets a 6. How does Kato play that, sweetheart?
Gosh.
Remember, this is Pulp Alley's a game of decisions, right? Right? You have to decide this stuff. When Kato gets on there, is Kato just going to try and do as much damage as you can and try and take that hit? Or do you play it safe here and make sure you don't take the damage?
Maybe we play it safe, block it, give one.
I think so.
And then I still keep him engaged.
Because Kato now has the leader of the cultists tied up. If she can keep the cultist leader tied up, then that will prevent,
and hope Roswell can
Roswell will hopefully be able to fight through the little guys.
Yeah.
So we want Kato to hold him.
Yeah.
So the goal here is not necessarily to beat the enemy cultist, but just to keep him tied up. So here we go.
We got him by the sheet.
Got him by the sheet. So Kato's going to use her 6 here to knock out that 6. So she dodges, she avoids his damage, and she delivers 1 hit. And now...
And he's a D10, right?
He is a D10 health. And he is not
It's
injured.
a 0!
He is protected by the power of the Scorpion. So now we're going to do it all again.
Roswell.
Right? Now Roz is jumping on board. So Roz will again, she'll take a peril. 1 with might. She only has 4 die.
3 die 10.
3 die 10 in might.
And she has a reroll if she needs it, but she'll probably save it. But
she only needs 1.
got it.
Easy peasy.
Yeah,
so
she does.
she is now on board. So now what do you do? Now what do you do if you're the cultists? They're going to have to, they could pick any of their characters to put on Roswell here. Roswell is nothing to be trifled with, my boys. Roz. So we have to put our best brawler, I think, up there. So we're going to put Nick. Nick is going to go up against... Now, we could put the driver on Roz, but I don't think that's what we want to be doing yet. So the cultists inside their vehicle are a little bit clamoring. I'm worried about that guy falling. I'm just gonna put him.
Put him back on the
I'm gonna
card.
Put him, yeah, I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him on the vehicle.
That
card
is the nice thing about
just to keep
having
it
the cards.
safe. Yeah, yeah. All right, here we go. So Roz has leapt on board, and now she's going to have to fight with Nick. She only has 5d10. That's not going to be enough.
And a reroll.
Nick is coming at her with 3 die 6. Maybe Nick ought to try to dodge.
Yeah.
Nah. Okay, we'll go for it. We'll try and go for it all. That's not a good idea. Nick's gonna try to dodge.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
we're playing it smart.
Yeah.
We're playing it smart. These are not non-player characters.
Yes.
These we're supposed to play this like they were a player or like right. They don't have programmed reactions. So
Play them how you would play them.
I want him to survive this fight. And the only way to do that is to try and mitigate some of that damage, because as soon as he goes down,
I'm getting on your driver.
Roz is going to be on the driver. So we got to do everything we can here to try and prevent. Did Nick have a card? I don't think he did.
I don't know. You burned some, so I'm not sure exactly.
I don't think he did.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I don't think he did. Okay, so here we go. 5d10 on Nick.
6 and a 7? Are you kidding me?
3 ones.
Oh, 9 and a 7.
A 5. How do you play that, Roz?
Well, he dodged.
Oh, so he can't use his 5. He won't be able to dodge either of them, and he'll have to roll a health check. Passed it! Look at that, boys and girls! An 8 and a 5.
It's a 3 and a 5.
Oh, okay. I get those two confused. So he goes down. Bessie, what happens when somebody goes down on a vehicle?
I get to throw him off my vehicle.
You get to throw him off the vehicle.
Get out of here.
So Roz comes up on him, all paws
Just right
and
here in the
teeth,
chest, and just
hits him in
goes,
there
and, he
and
falls
knocks him off the vehicle.
That's why you should never wear such long flowing robes on the back of an open car.
So she's gonna knock him and make him tumble, and she's gonna actually lay him in front of the truck like that.
Ooh, delicious. Now what happens? Does she get to jump on the driver now?
She has to pick. She now has to pick her next target. Now, maybe she ought to go against... Maybe...
No, she needs to
all fights... Remember this also for vehicle fights. Once you're on a vehicle, all fights are one-on-one fights.
Yep.
One at a time. So she cannot leap over there and try and help Kato. It's to try to represent the confined space and things like that in a vehicle that, you know, you kind of, that it's not easy for that to work, because we have to remember that these are supposed to be like swirling melees where they're not just sitting in one space the whole time.
I think they're just sitting and just like flicking each other.
They're moving around the vehicle as these brawls are occurring. Roswell gets to pick her target. We're going to do the driver.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. She does the driver. So I think if I could get her to set up there, I might just do that.
Okay, yeah, that way we know
that she's on the driver. So remember that when a hostile character gets on a vehicle, the owner of the vehicle gets to pick the first character, but if they take them down in that boarding action, then they get to pick who is the next target.
Yep.
Here we go. Oh my gosh. Maybe they've got this turned around.
Hopefully.
Maybe they've got this
now
turned
that
around.
fight does not occur
the second
this
fight,
turn.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yes, thank you for reminding me. So although we have picked the target, it's not resolved in the same activation. That is the turn.
Yeah, I think so.
So we have 2 recovery checks to roll for. Bessie? I've got a red dice and white dice in this cup. One of these dice is for Mickey.
Who's the other one for?
The other one...
Oh, for the dude on the floor?
...is for Nick. Who is the white dice for?
Mickey.
Mickey!
Mickey!
Yes! Mickey passes his recovery check and shakes off his injury. Oh my gosh. Mickey is no longer injured.
Yes.
But,
is he out?
Yes. Nick is gone. So the reason I put him in front of the truck like that is that if he had recovered, there's a really good chance that he would just get hit by the truck.
So think about that.
Just get run over by the truck.
No, I'm fine, guys. Boom.
No, it's okay. Maybe he was just holding on to the front of the truck, holding on to the grill, and he slipped underneath at the last minute there and went out of play.
Too bad he didn't have his whip with him.
I know it.
He left that in his other
holding on.
robes.
He was holding on to the grill, and then it snapped, and thump thump, he went under.
End of the turn. Pull
End
a bullet.
of the turn. Pull a bullet. Now
Who are we activating?
we have to decide which side do we activate first. So interesting. What do you think, sweetheart? I guess we're going to activate the
Baddies? That would make the kids have to roll. Does they have to roll us something?
yeah. What we're going to do is I think it will be disadvantageous for the players if we force the player characters to activate. So that's what we're going to do.
Oh, yeah, because then we can't do a double.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess depending.
Yeah. So I'm going to make the player characters activate first this time. So all they have to decide is the order that they're going to activate them. So I guess we'll start with Roswell first.
Okay. She gets a solo.
Yep, she gets a solo card.
Foul play.
Foul play. The nearest enemy to this character encounters a peril. Immediately use the challenge below. So that's going to be the nearest character to Roswell is the one that she's in contact with.
Which is the driver.
So he's going to take that peril and have to roll 2 successes with
Might,
Finesse, or Cunning. He's got 4 die 8
poop.
in Cunning.
Oh my God.
I thought of something just as I was about to roll. So he rolls his 2 successes and he passes it.
Poops. All right. So now the fight starts.
So now the fight.
So she's got 5d10.
Mm-hmm.
And a reroll in case she needs it.
Mm-hmm. He has no brawl skill at all.
Oh.
That's gonna be really bad. So all he can do is try to dodge. He's brainy. The brainy sidekick. So 5d8 on her attack.
Now she has a reroll. Does she want to use it?
Yeah. Yeah. Right?
Yep.
Another 7. It's gonna be hard pressed to dodge that. He'll dodge 1. Take 3.
Yes.
Failed, and he is injured, and he has to roll a control check.
Mm-hmm.
This is the driver of the truck. I guess we'll put the marker on his card. We'll put the marker on his card over here.
Okay.
To show it there. Poor Fife. Man. He's gone. He's gone. So this boarding action could possibly turn the tide of this game completely. Once they were close enough to get on there, this game could actually be over right now. The cultists are in a really, really bad spot now. They were doing really good while they were ahead driving, and while Mickey wasn't able to catch him. But now that they have Kato and Roswell on board their truck,
perhaps it's a game changer.
It's a game changer. So the other thing that Skokie will have to do here is he's going to have to roll another control check because he takes a hit. He's going to have to roll 2 successes with Cunning. He's injured now, so he's going to be using D6s, and he passes it. So he is not damaged there, or does not lose control of the vehicle. We're going to get to see something really interesting here when Skokie activates, possibly. So we'll do Kato next. What was the card that Roz got?
Foul play.
Oh, foul play. Okay, go ahead and draw for Kato now.
On guard. Roll the challenge below. 2 successes with might, finesse, or cunning. Well, she has 3 die 8 in might.
On guard. Okay, 3 die 8.
Got him.
Got it. So since we passed it, now it's going to attach until the end of the scenario. This character gains a +1 brawl and a +1 shoot when they are ready. So that is on...
Kato.
Yeah, Roswell had a card attached. Doggone it, I forgot. Oh, we got to back up. We got to back up. They're hanging on. They're on an enemy vehicle, so they both automatically take a peril when they activate.
Oh.
So Roswell, before she even attacks, before she even gets to attack Skokie, he's swerving and turning. So she's
like,
gonna have to take a
"Whoa."
peril just for being riding on the hood of that vehicle. 1 with might. Okay.
3 die 10.
3 die 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so she does not fall off. Well, we did it. We did what we were supposed to. Kato, when Kato activates, have we done his brawl over there?
No.
Okay.
I think we just did the card that we attached. We did this.
Okay,
we do
the
the
on
solo
guard.
card. Yeah.
Okay, all right. The challenge was
3 die 8.
1 with might.
Oh,
And
got
she
it.
passed it. Okay, so because they are enemies on a car, they automatically count as being in a perilous area, so they have to take a peril as soon as they activate.
Yep.
That represents them, being the drivers and the other passengers and things trying to, deal with them and push them off. So that's what that kind of represents.
Fight starts.
Fight starts with Kato.
5d8, but she gets a bonus because of the on guard.
Because she's ready. That's going to put her up to 6 die 8.
Mm-hmm.
And this is their leader,
Yep.
so he's got 3 die 10. Okay, well, he's not injured, is he? No.
No, the driver is. Holy.
5 successes, 3 8s, a 6, and a 5. Okay.
Let's see what you can do, Pud. Oh, 3
Okay,
successes?
so how does Kato play that, sweetheart?
Okay.
She
let's
can't
see.
do anything about that 10.
Nope.
But she could knock out the other 2.
And still give 3.
Yeah. Is that what you do?
I think
Give
so.
The leader?
I think so.
Okay. She's
Protect
wanting
yourself.
To keep him tied up. So she's going to knock out his 2 successes that she can deal with, but that hit she can't do anything with. She's going to have to roll a 1 dice health check, and he's going to have to roll a 3 dice health check. So here we go. Here is for Kato.
Yes.
She passes. Here is for the Scorpion.
Yes!
He fails. He is injured. Now, she can't force him off yet.
Not yet.
Let's see. I'm going to put that on his... I'm going to put that over here on his roster because I don't want to keep trying. Maybe that'll help me keep track of it there.
Yeah.
All right. Skokie's injured too?
Yep.
In that fight?
And that fight we haven't done our second one, so.
Oh, that's right. They're going to activate too. Yeah.
So we have to do Mickey,
Okay.
and he gets a card.
All right.
On guard again.
Okay.
2 successes with might, finesse, or
Give me
cunning.
a pip. Okay. 2 successes with might, finesse, or cunning. He's got 3 die 8. He's not injured anymore.
Correct. Got it.
Got the 2 successes. That's an attached card. And that will be attached now. Where's my Mickey? What's Mickey gonna do, babe?
I don't know.
He's really not in a position to. He could try ramming that vehicle. He can't get through at this
Can't get
point.
through, there's not
so
space.
there's either going to be a collision or he's going to have to come to a stop. See, there's no room for him to get ahead of it at this point. Does he just...
Do the girls have to take a peril if he rams it?
I don't think
Okay.
so. I could be wrong. Let's double check.
Would that be in core rules or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just look up collision, I guess. Is it like 115 or something?
122.
122?
Both drivers roll a control check against the same challenge.
I think I'm...
Suffers hits equal to the size of the vehicle.
I think it's only if the vehicle is destroyed.
A character on an... No, it's always... Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Um...
Well, I say ram it. Then what else are you going to do?
Ram it, or should he... Yeah. Okay. We'll try it. So he's going to just go into this vehicle and smash into it. So both drivers will have to roll for a control check.
And it's the same
and it's
one.
the same control.
One with
so
cunning.
You draw one card. Both of them will have to roll one with cunning. He has 3 die 8. So they're trying to, he's trying to cause some damage, but without, destroying his own sedan, his own car. Skokie actually got one more dice, but he made it with the ones I rolled. Okay.
Okay.
So both of the drivers were able to maneuver their vehicle to minimize the damage.
Okay.
Just some scratched paint there. Got some kitty cats.
Meow.
All right. Where are we at, babe?
Cultists.
So that's
everybody
for
for the goodies. So
now I'm going to have to activate the cultists. And who are we going to activate first? So we've done all the solo cards.
Yep.
So we're going to activate the Scorpion.
Okay.
So he'll have 2 die 10.
Versus 4 die 8.
Versus 4 die 8. Kato is no longer ready. Yep, she only loses 1 dice there. He only loses 1 dice. Here's the Scorpion attacking. 8 and a 6. Here is Kato attacking back. Oh, well, maybe Kato should just... Yeah, I said it was attacking, so... the Scorpion... What's the Scorpion do here? Scorpion has to try and get rid of Kato.
Oh, wait, Scorpion's hurt.
I'm injured. Yeah, I shouldn't have been rolling that big a dice. So he only gets 2 die 8. Not 3 die 8. I'm going to re-roll that. Okay, got 1 8.
Does he try to block to save himself?
Yeah, I think we do, because I can't afford to take so much damage.
Yeah.
I have to try to mitigate some of that damage. I'm already injured. If I take a second injury this turn, that's scary. So I'm going to take out one of those and have to roll a 2 dice health check. That still sucks. But D8s.
Yep.
And failed that and takes another injury.
Ow.
Oh, I think the cultists have bitten off more than Kato can chew here.
Kato is very aggressive with his stuffies. He really tears the stuffings.
The cultist does have furious, so he does not lose a dice for the previous fight. We're gonna let him get that last dice in there, which was an 8. Kato will have to roll a.
He could have blocked 2. He still failed. He failed with 2.
Could have blocked 2 and only had to roll a 1 dice health check. I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna give him his 1 dice. Okay. Is that fair?
So you want to go back and rechange the walls?
1 dice health check. Did not fail. Okay. So he's still remains with 1 injury on him. Oh my gosh. The other guys.
Driver and Roz are engaged.
Yeah, we'll do that next. So the driver will be trying to dodge. That's his only option, and he's injured. He's down to 4 die 6. This could be bad. This could be the end of the driver.
10?
4 die 10. There is one thing that happens first, and that is the cruise move. So he will get to move 8 inches forward. That is not an action. So he's going to get all the way up to about right here. Which camera am I on, baby? The one you were holding?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what happens here, however, note that that's basically just him holding the gas down. What he can't do is maneuver because he is engaged, and maneuvering the vehicle is an action. And if you know Pulp Alley, you know you cannot perform an action while you are engaged. If he continues to just hold the gas down, they are about to smash into the wall of a building. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. All right. Fisticuffs. 4 die 10 versus whatever he's doing.
4 die 10 from Roz. And he's going to try to dodge. So he's
got a boo-boo.
4 die 8.
Okay.
Sorry, 4 die 10. 6. I'll get the right number eventually.
There's only so many.
There is Roz attacking.
A 10 and is that a 9 and 7?
Yep.
She already used her reroll, so she can't.
Okay.
A 6 and a 5.
Why did I even roll? I can't dodge any of those numbers. Why? I can't. There's none of those. No matter. Let me see if I got any 7s or 9s or 10s.
Edgeman.
I don't have any of those on that, so there's no real reason to roll. And so he'll have to roll a 3 dice health check.
Yep. On D6s.
Oh,
He's going down.
Could be bad.
Go down, Barney.
Okay. All right. So he's out. He's down.
We get to throw him.
Yeah, that's right. So she grabs a hold of him and tosses him out the front of the windshield, and he ends up lying on the pavement as the vehicle comes to the vehicle is still moving. I was about to say the vehicle comes to a halt. It does not come to a halt. What happens next is that Roswell, when you defeat the driver in a fight, remove them from the seat, whoever does that can immediately take control of the vehicle. So Roswell is now in the driver's seat. How good of a driver is, we're not really concerned with, but she's definitely preventing anyone else from getting into the driver's seat.
I think she's fantastic.
I think she's a fantastic
She
driver.
pulls out her little goggles from her pocket.
So she
Tongue's
is
hanging out
now
the
in the driver's seat and holding
Got her paws on the steering wheel.
paws. All right.
You still have a couple guys?
I do still have a couple.
You got a
guys.
Bursty Boy and a Barclay,
They don't have much. I have to put somebody on Roz next. I have to feed someone to Roz.
Barclay? Who can... Do they have Brawl?
Oh yeah, they got Brawl.
Okay. Barclay?
Yeah.
Because you want to keep shooter pants.
Yeah. So Barclay here will activate, and he will go against Roz. Because the vehicle has now changed ownership, Roswell's tail perhaps is slapping against the steering wheel, and it jerks suddenly to the side, and Barclay's going to have to take a peril when he activates, because now Barclay is now in an enemy vehicle. He's going to have to roll 2 successes with might or finesse. He could do neither of those. He doesn't have enough dodge, so he will go straight to his health check. He's a level 1 character, so he is removed from the table.
Yay!
He goes falling off.
Bye-bye.
And is gone.
Get him out of here.
Well, that didn't help. Because now I have to put another guy on frickin' Roz.
Torpedo
Torpedo
McGee.
now goes on Roz. And he will have to fight.
Oh, he gets a...
He'll get a peril.
One with finesse.
You can do that.
Can't do that.
Can do
Can't
it.
do it.
Can do it.
Can do it.
Here's his,
Failure.
this is Torpedo.
Dang.
Passed it. No biggie. He doesn't get a card. He does have a make it count. Attach until used. So I think
And yeah.
I think that's what he has. I could be wrong. That might have been on the driver. Oh well, not important. We'll say he has it. So +1 to his brawl or dodge or shoot. So he'll get it for his brawl. He's got 2 dice normally. Sorry, Torpedo only has 1 dice normally, so that'll give him 2 dice. And
Ross will have 3 die 10.
3 die 10. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll for her. She got a 5.
Ooh.
He got a 4. He can't block it. Both of them will take a hit. Torpedo is down and thrown off the vehicle.
Yay!
Roz is clearing them out. Roz is clearing
That tail of hers
them
is
out.
dangerous.
That is dangerous. When that tail is wagging, she is not
She
injured.
gets so excited when
She
she
gets
to
so
drive
excited.
that it's just like
She gets so excited.
slapping.
She gets so
And they're like,
excited
oh,
now.
my face!
Yeah, they've taken this vehicle. I think we could possibly.
Happy girl.
Now, one of these sides can't actually attempt the plot point, and I think it's the protagonist.
Yes.
In this scenario, the protagonist, their goal is simply to prevent the Fantastic Cat, which again is located once again. The Fantastic Cat keeps appearing in the strangest of places. Is located in the truck there. The Kennel Club, their goal is to simply prevent the cat
truck
from getting off the table.
Yep.
Specifically, the Fantastic Cat from getting off the table.
So the cultists could attempt the plot point of the cat and then carry it off themselves.
Yeah.
But no one else can attempt that plot point.
Yeah.
The girls cannot.
The likelihood of them getting off the table at this point has almost reached
Boiling point.
Yeah. I don't see them making it off at this point at all. I'm trying to decide if there's even a window for victory here, a path to victory.
There ain't no path to victory when you're the baddies.
It is an 8-turn scenario.
We're on turn 4, so we're about to start turn 5. Because I think we did everybody, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's do your recovery checks and
Why
see
is
where
that
we.
car so far? Oh, because they ran in.
Yeah, he ran into him.
Stalled out a little bit there. Now he's gonna have to try and catch up again. All right. So we'll start another turn.
Recovery checks.
Oh, recovery checks.
You got a lot of them, pal.
Do. Just for the baddies?
Yep.
Okay, here is for Torpedo. He's back up. Set him over here so he won't be standing in front of the vehicle. Here is for Skokie, who's laying in front of the vehicle. Skokie gets back up. He's standing directly in front of the moving truck.
Calm down, Roz. Your leader gets a.
Oh, yeah. Scorpion?
Yeah.
Scorpion gets to roll. Scorpion also shakes off his injury. Anybody else, babe?
I think that's it. I think everybody else was out or lower.
Mickey's okay. Mickey's fine. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
Hey, Mickey.
All right.
Who's activating? Me or you?
Oh, my gosh. What do you think, babe?
I don't know. We got you pretty locked down, so I don't know if it would be harder for us to. I don't know. Can your driver hop back on.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we let cultists go, so that's available.
Okay.
I disagree with it, but I want Roz to run him down.
Well,
Perhaps honk her horn at him as she goes by.
so a vehicle is considered moving
So it would take.
if it moved last turn,
Mm-hmm.
and if the driver has not activated yet this turn. So at this point, the
She's running and
vehicle
gunning.
is still considered moving until the driver activates. And officially, Roswell is the driver of the vehicle at this point. What she does is still yet to be seen. Do we let the cultists go first?
I think so.
Okay. So let's go ahead and activate
What are we doing?
Skokie, the sidekick in the front of the vehicle. All clear. Ignores all perils. Ignores all perils. So he can jump on the vehicle, no problem. But does he want to do that?
I don't know. He's stupid. I don't like him.
He's not actually capable of.
Oh,
of
he's only a dodger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
maybe not.
brainy. What he doesn't want to do is get run over by that truck, though.
No, it's fine. He likes it.
What kind of shooting does he have?
None.
Okay. I guess what we're going to do here is he's going to step to the side of the truck because he has to continue his activation.
Take a pot shot.
He gets out of the way, and then he's going to shoot at the truck. He has 2d6 shooting.
All right, I guess we'll dodge it with 4 die 10.
No, we have to just.
Oh,
roll
that's right. It's
randomly
not
to
just
see.
Roz.
Yeah.
That's the part that I always forget with.
We'll just have to throw some random dice in there to see who becomes the target of the hit.
What's the
1,
1, 2, 3?
Well, oh my gosh, we can't do it that way now because we got the leader on there too.
Oh, is he available to be shot?
Yeah. Well, he counts as a friendly target in there now, so we can't shoot in there. We can't shoot in there because we have a friendly on the vehicle now. And we don't have any chance at all of damaging the vehicle itself. Not with what we're throwing. Okay. So he's done.
Okay.
He's just done.
Torpedo?
Torpedo
Gets a solo card.
gets a solo card.
This cannot roll any shoot or place a burst.
Gosh.
Hey, you got an all clear.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
be-
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, he's oh my gosh. So he's reloading this turn, and he's gonna leap behind the pickup. That's what he'll do. So the last character that they have to activate now is the leader.
Shortcut.
Okay. Roll for the challenge below. He's got 3 die 10. He's not injured anymore. Passed it.
Oh.
It is an attach card until end of the scenario. Okay. He is furious and it is attached. So he will now fight Kato. He's got to defeat Kato so that he can get to Roswell. He's got 2 8s.
5d8.
Roswell will be fighting back with 5d8. He's just gonna have to say take them all.
Is
What?
Mickey close enough to give Roz a boost? No, that's only for a challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
So we're just gonna have to say take them all. This is so he's gonna take 4 hits and
Roz will take 2.
Roz will take 2. He can do it. Scorpion power activate. Made it.
Bingo.
Injured, poisoned, damn.
No.
And Kato's gonna have to activate again. Kato's about to get thrown off of this truck. That's for sure. So that's all the cultists now.
Yes.
So now the Kennel Klub activates. Let's just go ahead and do Kato.
Did we give him a solo card? Oh, we did. It was you attached it.
So we're gonna do Kato. Does Kato dodge here? I think Kato dodges, doesn't she?
I think so.
She's injured though.
So
she's down to D6.
4d6.
4 die 6.
You gonna hit her again, or?
Yeah, still has 3 die 10 because he's
Furious.
He's furious. So I'll roll for him for it's Kato's activation. Doesn't really matter, but 6 and a 4 for dodging. Yeah, that's why I should have rolled for him first. She cannot handle that 7, and she's gonna have to roll a die 6. If she fails this, she's down, and that means she's going to be thrown off the vehicle. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Who should have taken a peril? He should have taken a peril. Okay. His peril before he actually gets to fight is 1 with cunning. If you haven't hit the like button, give us a like out there. Get subscribed to our silly channel. He made it.
Okay.
Yeah. If she fails this, she is down.
Boop. Yes!
Roz passes her health check and does not go down because he would have tossed her out of the vehicle.
That's outrageous.
So the question comes up every once in a while, if you get thrown off a vehicle, do you have to take a peril? Well, of course not, because not in this situation, because you're already down, which is as low as you could get until your recovery. Mm-hmm. So they're already as low as they could possibly go until you get to the recovery check. So sure, you can assume that, if they get thrown off the vehicle, then and then they go out at the end of the turn, then maybe that's what caused it. But it's irrelevant whether or not they take any more hits because they're already down. Mm-hmm. Okay. Where are we at now? Mickey?
Roz hasn't activated.
Roz is not activated.
So she has to, and Mickey.
So does Roz just stop the vehicle here? I think she just stops the vehicle.
I think so.
I think she just stops the vehicle here. So instead, another thing I was thinking about was she could just smash it into the wall. She could just drive it straight into the wall, into the brick wall.
Just to see if she could hurt it.
Yeah. It's not much of a difference either way. So she'll just do her cruise move, and she's going to take the vehicle straight into the wall. Smash. So what happens there on a collision, sweetheart?
Dang it. Okay.
I want to make sure we do this right, so just double checking.
Do not roll a control check. The vehicle automatically suffers hits equal to twice its own size. Yeah. All passengers must roll for a peril.
Yeah.
That is not fantastic.
So it takes hits equal to twice its size. It is a size 3 vehicle, so it's going to take 6 hits.
And it's a D10?
And it is D10s. Yep. Now, if I roll here's a fun thing for us also. In addition, everybody's going to take a peril. Mm-hmm. If I roll more successes than its size, if I roll more failures than its size. So if I roll at least 4 failures, because it's size 3, it will explode. It will actually explode and be completely destroyed. And everybody will have to take a peril. Here we go. There's no way I'm going to roll 4 failures, though. Here is the roll.
Oh, that's why it looks weird.
What is it, babe? What?
It doesn't have the preview.
Oh, dear. What'd you do, babe?
Oh. I mean, it's fine, but I just don't have the preview option.
All right.
Like it's on the bottom, but...
You don't remember what button you pushed?
I didn't honestly think I pushed a button, but I don't know.
Okay. All right. So, no worries. So it will be damaged. It will go down to a D8 reliability, and it will come to a stop there. collision like that will always stop the vehicle. So it is no longer moving at this point. Oh, everybody gets a peril. It's not a bad peril. It didn't have a lot of speed going on there. Maybe it was already slowing down a little bit. Everybody has to roll 1 success with cunning or might. Roz has 3 die 10. Yep. She's okay.
Kato has 3 die 6.
3 die 6 because she's injured. She's okay.
I don't know what's Scorpio.
Scorpion. Cunning, so 3 die 10. Made it. And that's everybody that's on there right now. So the vehicle is stopped there. We're going to end that turn. I guess Mickey hasn't activated.
Mm-hmm. He going to ram it too?
Come up and ram it?
Yeah.
Sure, what? No. No, we're just going to move up. I don't think... I think we can call this scenario.
Okay.
Because the leader's tied up. Well, let's see if Kato recovers. Kato does recover. Yeah. So the path to victory for the cultists is that he's got to put Kato down before he can deal with Roswell.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to take him another turn at least. So he won't get to Roswell this turn.
Mm-hmm. And that was the end of the turn. So there's 3 turns, right?
Yeah. So even if he defeats Kato, he can't defeat Roswell in the time that's given and get off the table.
Yeah.
Which is what they have to do. For the cultists to win this scenario, they actually have to get the cat off the table.
Yeah, they can't just do the
fantastic. Yeah, they can't just end with, holding it. They have to get it off the table. And if the cat is still on the table, then the Kennel Klub wins. Yeah, at this point, we could continue playing just for fun, but it's not going to... the cultists are... Okay, we'll just keep going. Let's just see where it gets. So the vehicle is no longer moving. Really, at this point, it's almost treated more as a piece of terrain that has some hit points. But
are they allowed to gang up on the leader or no?
Yeah. Now, as a stationary, basically, it just turns into a piece of terrain at this point.
Okay.
Who's
going to activate which side?
I think we still need to try to activate the...
the cultists first?
No, let's activate the dogs first. Yeah, we'll activate the dogs first. I need to shuffle that deck up.
Okay, who are we?
I'm going to activate Roswell.
All right. Roz's solo card is hesitation.
I was thinking about jumping out of the truck and going and attacking, but I can't desert the driver's seat.
Right.
I don't want to give up the driver's seat. I need to keep the vehicle from moving. She drew a hesitation. Cannot perform any actions and cannot run. She doesn't need to run. So she will now jump on the leader. No, I can't. I got to keep the driver's seat. I got to keep the driver's seat. So she's done.
Okay.
So that's...
Is it Mickey or Kato?
We'll do Kato.
Okay, Kato. Missing clue.
Kato, 4 die 8. Oh. Roll for the challenge below.
Finesse or cunning.
2 die 6.
Can she?
Is
she ready?
Yeah.
Does she have her card still that she gets a bump?
Not to that, baby.
Okay.
So cannot run during this activation.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. And she'll do her fight. So
5d8.
5d8. 3
2 8s and a 5.
successes. Scorpion
2
is
9s.
stuck in a combat. 2 9s. Couldn't block it even if she wanted to. She'll have to roll a 2 dice health check. He'll have to roll a 3 dice health check. And both of them are injured.
The boobalas.
Mickey.
Solo card.
Solo card.
Double down.
Draw and play 2 solo cards for the enemy nearest to this character, and that'll be the Scorpion.
Okay, so the first one
card
is Decoy.
Okay. That's bad. Roll for the challenge below. Roll 2 successes with might or finesse. He has 3 die 8 in all of those. Scenario is extended a turn. The Scorpion wanted that to happen.
And second one is
Sprint. Okay, that gives him a card. See, he can't. Cursed Presence is an action, so he can't use his Cursed Presence. He's got cards, but he's tied up and he can't get anything out of there. That was the solo card.
So Mickey hasn't done anything.
So Mickey hasn't done anything. He's not a great shooter. He's kind of stuck there. I guess he'll bring his car to a stop there. He's going to lean out the window and shoot. I guess he'll shoot at Skokie down here.
Okay. He's got 2 dice?
He has 3 dice because it's short range. And Skokie also has 3 dice back at him. So we'll roll it. Here's Mickey. 2 5s and a 6. A 4. Just say take them all.
I say, yeah.
So he'll have to roll a 1 dice.
Skoke takes 3.
Skoke takes 3. Skoke fails with enough. I was going to give Skokie cover because he's at the fender of that truck there, but with 2 failures, it won't matter, and he will be injured. So Skokie is injured.
And now...
We'll have to roll a health check for
Mick.
failed cover. You're always in cover when you're in a vehicle. So the shot goes into the vehicle and does not hit him.
Got your bursty.
So is that everybody?
Your burst guy. Torpedo?
No, that was the good guy.
Oh, yes.
That was the good guy.
Yes.
So now the baddies start activating. Let's activate the leader. So he's down to 3 die 8.
Ooh, Roz is
Injured.
4 die 6.
4 die 6. He can get her out here.
Should she dodge? It's
Yeah.
the same.
Probably.
Okay.
4 die 6
Yeah.
to dodge. Don't want to take another hit. He gets a 7 and a 4. She is not dodging that.
Maybe that 4.
She'll dodge the 4.
Okay.
She'll have to roll a 1 dice health
Come on,
check.
baby.
Roz is down.
Oh.
And just for fun times, we'll throw her out as well.
Outrageous.
Who's next?
You got Skoke and the torpedo.
Okay, Skokie doesn't have a lot of options here. Oh, no, don't want to do that either. He'll activate and do nothing. The other guy will put a burst on the car back here.
Okay. 1 with might.
1 with might. 1 with might. He's got 3 die 8.
Yes.
Okay. No damage. Okay. That's everybody.
Yep.
End of turn, recovery checks.
Yep.
Kato.
Yes.
Kato's back
girl.
on her feet. Oh. vehicle fight. This becomes an automatic engagement
You're right.
as soon as Kato was removed. Here is for Scorpion. He recovered. Here is for Skokie. He does not. Is that everybody?
I think so.
Okay. Who goes first here?
Pups.
Sure. Make the pups go.
Who we going first? Roswell or Kato?
Roswell.
Cannot move.
Just attach. There's no, yeah, you said cannot move. It's sprint. It gives her an extra plus 3 when she's running.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So, yeah, she can, you're right. She can't move anyway because she's engaged. So we'll go ahead and continue her activation. So she's got 5d10, right?
Yep, 5d10.
Versus his 3d10. I think his chances of beating her is pretty slim. Unless I roll really, really bad for her.
She gets a reroll.
She got an 8 and a 5 reroll. Turn it into a 6.
Nothing.
Nothing. Roll a 3 dice health check. And he's injured again.
That's why you never should go after the Roz.
They really don't have a fighting chance here. Really don't have a fighting chance to get her. Kato will activate. I guess Kato will jump on Skokie.
Okay.
Kato will leap over the truck there and jump on Skokie. They're both injured. One of them could go down here. She'll only have 5d6 to attack. He will try to dodge with 4d6. Here it is. Roz attacks. 2 4s. Wow, not rolling good for them. See if he can dodge it. He does, and he'll back up an inch. Mickey will shoot at Skokie again. Mickey has 3d6. 3d6 to shoot. Skokie has 4d6 to dodge. He got a 5. Skokie dodged it. I should have drawn a solo card for him, shouldn't I? Did I forget to draw solo cards for those 2 characters?
I think so.
We'll just continue on.
Okay.
So now the purples activate.
Yep. Leader?
Yep, let's do the leader. He is furious, so he's rolling 3d8.
She's doing 4d10.
4d10. And she used her reroll.
Yep.
Okay. So she's trying to get the scorpion down. He gets a 4 and a 6.
She gets a 6.
She gets a 6. He's gonna go for it. He's got to defeat her. So dodging won't, or blocking it, doesn't really pay off. He's got to try and get some damage through. So
he takes 1.
She'll take 2. He'll take 1. He is injured again, but so is she. He's down to a D6 health.
She's to D8.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Is that showing me I have 3 turns left, or?
Yeah, we're on turn 7 and there's 8 and 9.
Okay. Yeah, I got nothing else I can do really. I haven't activated torpedo, but I mean he could throw a burst over there. That's not going to change the situation. I think we're going to stop here.
I think so.
I don't. At this point, there's just no way that I'm going to get There's no way I'm going to get through Roz. They're both injured. I just don't have enough to take Roz out at this point.
Mm-hmm. And get the cat
and
off.
get the cat.
Yeah.
Because at this point he'll have to perform an action to pick the cat up.
So he's gonna have to get Roz down, then go for the cat.
Down, spin an action, and then get off the table.
Yeah.
It's just not going to get there. So at this point, nothing is going to change the outcome of this scenario. So we're going to stop at this point and say that the scorpion and his minions flee the area, knowing that at this point they are defeated, well and truly defeated. There, yeah. And Roz
says, "Come with me, cat, if you want to live.
Come with me if you want to live." You know, it looked really, really bad there for a while until Roz and Kato were able to jump on board.
Yeah,
and that turned it around.
Yeah.
They are both brawling machines. So
And they got pretty lucky with their perils when they weren't in charge of the vehicle.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That was good.
So despite them being trying to shake them off and having to take those extra perils and everything, they were able to keep on there. And stopped the truck, got on there and just ravaged through the occupants of that vehicle. Now, that group of cultists, that just came straight out of the book. They're in the characters book, around page 117 or so. You have the hooded minions in there. And we were using the Crimson Scorpion for the leader of that group. And they're fairly good at long-range fighting. So as long as they were able to keep the Kennel Klub at arm's distance, they were able to really cause a lot of havoc.
Mm-hmm.
But once the Kennel Klub got on board the truck, that turned the fight. That was a game changer, as the kids like to say. Really, really cool. They would have gotten away except for those nosy cops, that darn dogs. Yes. That was cool. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
It's fun including the vehicles out there and getting them driving around. We lost Officer Fife on like turn 2 or so. I was surprised that he even made it through turn 1. But, so his car, having a level 1 character behind the wheel
is not your best bet.
Yeah. That's why I tried to use sidekicks to put behind the wheel, as long as they have decent skills where they could still pass those control checks, and use.
Which theirs did good.
Yeah.
Skokie did really good.
Skokie did good on driving as well. And then try to use the leaders. Now, obviously, if you put the leader behind the wheel, then they're going to be an even better driver most of the time, except that then, maybe that would have been a better deal for the cultists to put the leader behind the wheel, to make it far harder for them to take over the vehicle once they got on there. But I was really, if only one of the dogs was on the vehicle, then the Scorpion probably would have been able to keep them tied up.
Yeah. But with both
and still been able to drive around there. But with both of the dogs getting on there, they were able to chew through them like little squeaky chew toys. That was fun. If you'd like to play with us on a Sunday morning, get signed up to play with us. Send us an email or a Facebook message, and we'll see you soon. Bessie, anything else? I'm enjoying our little Kennel Klub. I was thinking that we ought to do this as a pack of cards. Would you guys like to have these different versions of the Kennel Klub posted up? I guess we'll do like a pre-order, and we'll just make enough for people that actually want them, because that way we'll do something. Keep your eye out, I guess, for a message over this next week, and we'll go ahead and just make this available. I would like to have these cards in printed cards. These are different versions of Kato and Spec and Roswell, along with a league card as well. So the pack will probably only have four cards in it, and we'll do it. We'll do it two different ways, where you can just, if you want to just order the cards, if you just want the 4 cards, we could do that too. Or we'll do it as with the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if you want to do it that.
If
so
you don't have the dogs.
Keep an eye out for that. If you don't have the dogs already, but if you have them all, then maybe you don't want duplicates. But it's fun to have a bunch of dogs. That's always a ball.
Yeah, and you can always paint them up different.
Yep. All right, Bessie, play us out of here.
Doodle doo 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 doo.
Bessie.
Doodle doo 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 doo.
Dave. Is that it? Is that all?
Yeah.
Is that all I'm getting?
It's
Is
all.
that it?
It's only us two.
Is that all I
It's
get?
only us two.
Is the song ending there?
End it.
We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. That was it.